Our sweet home is really charming. It is situated at our village Tilakpur in Pabna. It faces the south. A small river flows by our village. There are 3 houses in our home. All the houses are tin shed houses. Sheets of corrugated iron, wood, bamboo, and nails and screws have been used to build the houses. There is a courtyard in front of my home. Our family consists of 5 members. They are my parents, my elder brother and only sister. My father is the earning member of the family. My parents love us very much. We live in our home happily.
We always get fresh air. There are fruit trees in our home. In front of our home, there is a flower garden. I have a separate reading room in my home. All the members of my family are loving and like friends. My mother prepares cake and delicious food now and then. I like my home very much. It is an ideal abode of peace and happiness. We are lucky to have a home like this. I feel that there is no place like my home. Home is where the heart is a popular proverb, and home in a village is more comfortable than a town. My home is in a village and it is made of brick, wood, and tin. Such kind of home is popularly known as half-building. There are 5 members in my family. They are parents, aunts, me, and my younger sister, Anki. As a proud member of my family, I can say that my home is comfortable. Here everybody has a separate room and I have a separate reading room also. I like my house very much because it meets every need of its members. My home is in the village of Supmari under Shirpur district. It is situated on 1 acre of land. My house consists of 5 rooms. One of them is used as a drawing room, the others are used as bedrooms. My reading room is a separate room, which is made of tin. We have a beautiful flower garden in our house. There is also a big kitchen garden. There is a pond outside the house. There is a lot of fish in our pond. My house is nice. It is nicer than any other place. I like my house very much.
My home is situated in the city. It is not too big nor too small, just the perfect size. My family lives in the home. It comprises of my father, mother, sister, and grandparents. We live in our ancestral home, so my home is very vintage. It is very old but remains to be super strong. There are 6 rooms in my home. Each family member has a unique room which they have decorated as per their liking. For instance, my elder sister is a big fan of music, so her walls are filled with posters of musicians like BTS, RM, and more. Our drawing room is a large one with a high ceiling. We still use the vintage sofa set which my grandmother got as a wedding gift. Similarly, there is a vintage TV and radio which she uses till date. Adjoining the drawing room is my bedroom. It is my favorite room because it contains everything that I love. I have a pet guinea pig which lives in a cage in my room. We also have a storeroom which is filled with things we don't use but also cannot discard. Our lawn in front of the house has a little garden. In that garden, my mother is growing her own kitchen garden. She is passionate about it and brings different seeds every month to grow them out and use them in our food. The fondest memories I have in a place is my terrace. Our terrace is huge with many plants. I remember all the good times we have spent there as a family. Moreover, we play there a lot when my cousins come over. Thus, every nook and corner of my home is special to me. A house is a place where a person lives with safety and peace. Usually in a house, people live with family. I live in a beautiful house near a river. My house is located in the countryside. It is in the nature and I like staying here. I enjoy staying here. It is a 1-storied building made of bricks. I love to keep my house neat and clean. My parents and 2 siblings live here. The entire house looks very beautiful because we have got a beautiful garden in front of it. Overall, it is such a wonderful place to live. House is a place where our heart lives. Wherever we stay, our heart is always at home. That's why everyone loves their house. I live in a small house with my parents and my sister. Our house is not big enough, but it is very cute and beautiful. We have 2 bedrooms, a dining and drawing room, a kitchen, and 2 bathrooms there. We have all the basic needs such as electricity and proper water supply at home.
My father built that house 5 years ago. The house is still new. We have some spaces in front of the house, and I have a beautiful garden there. This garden has added so much beauty to the house. I love staying at my house with my family. It is a place where I feel safe and secure. I love my house a lot. There is no place comparable with a house. It is a place where people live safely and tension-free. Everyone lives in their houses. I have got a house too. My house is located in a big village. We have all the advantages in our house. We have electricity, water supply, and all other advantages that a home needs. Our home is decorated beautifully by my mother. She loves keeping the house neat and clean. I have got a beautiful garden right in front of the house. It increases the beauty a lot. My house is made of bricks and it has a big roof. We can spend time there. Even we can arrange our family functions and parties on the roof because it has enough space. Overall, my house is a place where I love to stay all the time. It is my safety and comfort zone. I love my house a lot. My grandfather built that house for our family. It has been almost 30 years since the house was built. It was built with quality materials, and that's why it still looks beautiful and new. Our entire family lives together in this house because it is big enough.
The foundation of my house was built in 1893 after a fire destroyed most of our city. The firefighters were able to save my house and 4 others on either side. But the wall that had stood between the 2 houses was no more, and we were joined together to form a large house that spanned 3 lots. My mother likes this because she says it makes our house feel like a mansion. After all, we have so much space, and because the house is now taller than either of the houses on either side, my mother also likes that there are now 3 bathrooms instead of just 1. But my father says if they split us up again, we would all die because the roof only holds 1 beam. I like having more space and privacy, although I wish it wasn't that hard to stay clean. I'm not sure when my house was built in 1893, but a stone near the porch with that date is still in place today, along with one from 1910 that says, H. for Henry, who must have been the son of the original builder. That's why I named my house H. for Henry when I was a kid. Now I just call it my home or the house. If you want to put it technically, my house is not mine at all as it is owned by both me and my parents, who put it in our name, but they still call it theirs. My house is on a hill, so you have to go up some stairs to get to the front door of my house. I don't like this part because it's hard for me to climb the stairs with my crutches and then push open the heavy wooden door that doesn't automatically look like a supermarket. But once you get in, it's nice because you can look out any of my big windows and see lots of skies and sometimes the neighbor's dog barking all the time. Sometimes hell howls or whines, but that doesn't happen too often. My room is on the 2nd floor, up a short carpeted flight of stairs, and has a large window overlooking the street. The carpet in my room is covered in all sorts of fluff, who knows what, because it is rarely vacuumed. People have lived in my house for a long time. I'm not sure about who moved in first, but I know that my great-grandparents lived there with their 6 children for many years. Then, the middle of the house stood empty for a while until 2 of our cousins moved in, one after the other. After them came 5 other people who only stayed briefly before moving out or dying, or both. Then my parents bought my house from the cousin who was left in it after his sister moved out. Now only 4 of us live there. That's the smallest number for anyone who stayed there. My house has 5 floors if you count the basement, although I never go down there because it smells musty and there are spiders. If you don't count the basement, then my house is 4 stories high with a steep roof that seems to be slipping at any moment. It's narrow and long, like a railroad car, and it looks like it because of its color and the shutters on every window. It still has old-fashioned clapboards that we have to hand nail on, and there is a telephone pole right in front of it, which my father hates. He says it's too close for comfort, but I think it's only about 5 feet from the sidewalk and most people don't even notice it anymore as they are always walking so fast.